The United Kingdom, our green and pleasant land, home to fish and chips, cups of tea, and queuing in the rain, will be back at the Eurovision Song Contest in 2026. And we are back with this man. His name is Look Mum No Computer. I don't know if he's any relation to Windows 95 man from Finland, but he has an equally weird name. His song is called Zwei, Drei, which for fans of Eurovision will evoke very fond memories of one of the most famous entries in recent years. Verka Serduchka finished second for Ukraine in 2007 when his song included that particular lyric. Another good omen that we Brits can cling to is the fact that Look Mum No Computer's real name is Sam. And last time we sent a guy called Sam to Eurovision, we didn't do too badly. Now, before we take a closer look at Mr. No Computer and his song, if you could hit that subscribe button, it would be a massive help and very much appreciated. So what about Sam then? Well, he appears to be a bit of a tech wizard and some kind of nutty professor. He's a musician, a YouTuber, and an electronics enthusiast who creates all kinds of madcap inventions and puts them in his museum in Kent. He's created an organ out of Furbies. Anyone watching over the age of 35, if you know, you know. And a synthesizer fused with a rally chopper bike, because why not? So Sam is a real British eccentric. But does he have what it takes to change our fortunes at Eurovision? The UK has struggled to make a serious impact at Eurovision in the vast majority of contests since our last win in 1997 with Katrina and the Waves. Since Sam Ryder in 2022, we have accumulated a grand total of 9 points from the general public in 3 contests. So Europe has not enjoyed the songs and performances we've put on the stage, at least not enough to vote for us. Look Mum No Computer does actually have quite a decent following in Germany and 1 or 2 other German-speaking countries. He is like no one I have ever seen before, but will he do well for us? My main concern here is that we get another 0 points from the public. The headlines write themselves for the British tabloids. Look Mum, no points. I know Sam has already come out and said he would wear 0 points as a badge of honour, but I would just hate that for him if that happened. I have no idea what to expect here. Is it going to be terrible? Is it going to be brilliant? There's only one way to find out. Let's have a look, shall we? I'll play the clips and then I'll jump in with what I think. This is Look Mum No Computer with Zwei, Drei. Please be good, please be good.
So sick of doing the whole 9 to 5. I pay my dues, I'm just staying alive. And I'm so bored of it, bored of it. Oh, what's the point of it, point of it? A paracetamol to quench the pain. The office cubicle is trapped me again. And my mouse in a cage of my demotivation. If only there was a language that I could count in that would make me feel better. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Zwei, drei, darling, I need something today. Zwei, drei, with a slice of pepperoni. I bet you can own me, that'll be a pony. Zwei, drei, I'm coming back to life. Zwei, drei, got me feeling okay. Zwei, drei, goodbye drudgery, hello mate. So like you can throw me, yeah, let's karaoke. Zwei, drei, I'm coming back to life.
Okay, this is even madder than I expected. The music video is insane. What is going on? Dunking a biscuit in a mug of baked beans. And what is that contraption that he's pressing buttons on? I like it though. It seems to be EDM fused with Britpop. It's very British, it's very catchy, and I really like how his voice sounds as well. Let's keep going.
Content in English doesn't cut the mustard. So sick of munching roly-poly with custard. I'm so bored with it, bored with it. Oh, what's the point of it, point of it? I've always been a fan of aviation. I'm jumping on a plane to another nation. All my pounds, they feel counterfeit. I need some euros to count on it.
Okay, so that's Sam. This is cool. People are going to love joining in with this. They're going to love shouting Zwei, Drei and a slice of pepperoni. He's got that Britpop swagger, and to me, his voice sounds a lot like Damon Albarn from Blur. When Look Mum No Computer was announced as our Eurovision artist for this year, I did go on Spotify to listen to some of his previous songs, and I'll be honest with you, they gave me a headache. But this is really good. Great video, fun song, and he sounds really good too. I'd say it might not have mass appeal, it might be a little bit Marmite, but if Europe hates it, I can live with that because Sam is cool and I'm so proud that he is representing us this year. I like the fact that the song is called Zwei, Drei. I know we want to show the best of British, but I've long felt that the UK needs to embrace other European languages and cultures at Eurovision. Lots of other countries do it, and I just feel it makes for a more collective celebration. I can't get over how good the video is. Hopefully we will have brilliant staging and that music video can be reflected on the stage. I think staging is one area in particular which the UK has struggled with a lot in recent years. How is Sam going to get on at the Eurovision Song Contest? I don't know. My personal feeling as a UK fan is that I'm not overly bothered if we win it or not. That's because I prefer visiting and exploring other countries when Eurovision comes round. But I would like us to become more competitive. It'd be nice if we could finish on the left-hand side of the board on at least a semi-regular basis. As a general rule of thumb, you need three things to do well at Eurovision: a good song, good staging, and a great vocal. I feel in recent years we tend to tick one, maybe two of those boxes, and it's not really enough to do well. Mae Muller and James Newman both had cool songs, but terrible staging, and they had a really tough time out there on the stage. Ollie Alexander had a good song as well, with staging which was very creative and innovative, but that staging was polarizing due to how raunchy it was, and I think his vocal suffered due to the amount of choreography that was involved. Remember Monday last year sounded absolutely superb, and they had really good charisma on the stage, but I don't think people were too keen on the song compared to others in the lineup, and the staging didn't fully work either. I don't know what the answer is in terms of the UK selecting the best option on a regular basis and putting us in contention for decent placings. We've been doing internal selections most of the time, which by and large haven't really worked. I'd love us to have a national selection like Sweden's Melodifestivalen or Ukraine's Vidbeer. We have tried them before, but the BBC has tended to sort of throw it together on a bit of a budget, and we've struggled to really attract much in the way of quality. If we were to try a national selection again, I think it would take some serious financing. I think it would need something extra than just a ticket to Eurovision to attract artists of the highest quality. It would need a major campaign to generate serious interest to get the whole country invested. I think that's unlikely to happen unless a different broadcaster with more money took on responsibility for our Eurovision selection. As for Sam, my hope is that he goes out there and performs the song to the best of his ability. I hope he finishes where he deserves to in the leaderboard. I hope he embraces the whole experience and has fun before, during, and after the contest. That really is all you can do and the best way to make the most of it. In that sense, the Remember Monday girls last year were perfect for us in many ways. They did a brilliant job. They were utterly charming at the pre-parties, the media events, and at the contest itself. Importantly, when they got their 0 points from the public, they took it on the chin and with good humour.
0 points.
And that's what it's all about, being able to take the rough with the smooth. Okay, so they might have had a day of sneering headlines from the newspapers criticising them for getting 0 points, but so what? Doing Eurovision has done their careers no harm at all. Since the contest, they have been on a sellout tour of the UK, and they performed in front of 20,000 at the Song Festival Feast in Amsterdam. At that concert, they not only performed What the Hell Just Happened, they also did a cover of Sam Ryder's Spaceman, and that performance showed off their sensational voices for what they really are. I think it's a bit of a shame that we don't see the likes of Ollie Alexander and May Muller on the Eurovision circuit anymore. May was very upset with how things went at Eurovision and said she was thrown to the wolves. And Ollie's time at the contest in Malmö in 2024 will have been majorly affected by everything that was going on with the politics surrounding the contest and the protests. It had been a dream of Ollie's to do Eurovision, so for it to leave a bit of a bad taste is a real shame. I do hope they get involved again one day with Eurovision fan events and things like that. It'd be great to see them at pre-parties or at the Euro Club in Vienna. In terms of dealing with any criticism or negative press, I think Look Mum No Computer is made of pretty stern stuff. I honestly think he'll probably do Eurovision on the Saturday night and then on the Monday morning he'll be back in his garage banging and clanging on some magnificent machine as if nothing ever happened. Even if he does receive 0 points, I think he'll be pretty unfazed. But as I said, I would hate the newspapers to have the satisfaction of being able to print "Look Mum, no points." So please, Europe, just give us 1 point. That's all we ask. Unless you really like the song, in which case, give us loads of points, please. Who knows how this will go? Maybe Sam will absolutely take the roof off in Vienna and score us our best result since his namesake. I'm confident he'll do us proud, and I can't wait to see him perform at Eurovision. So good luck, Sam. We're all rooting for you. What do you think of Look Mum No Computer? How do you think he'll get on at Eurovision? Let me know. That's all for this video. If you enjoyed it and you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.